Like, I think if you are a bookmaker out there and you're seriously considering renewing your SSBT arrangements with a platform provider, FSB, as far as I'm concerned, are the only show in town. I kind of felt like I was at a juncture where I needed, simply put, a very, very reliable platform. For the first couple of years, which I've been trying to run these shops in the way that I'm doing things, I just found that it was a bit chaotic. I felt like almost I was running my shops in almost a fire brigade mode. Realistically, on the second story of my house, I could have had a fireman's pole, and just the bell rings, I'm back in the car, and I'm out here kind of fire hosing various issues that was going wrong in the shops. And I think when I seen FSB had a product going, I kind of knew that you guys in FSB had a very kind of reliable and stable platform. FSB custodian backend has been huge for my business, and this would be a terrifying prospect for most bookmakers. But prior to this, I had been essentially betting blind with my customers. Invariably, I would not have too much of an idea of what was going on at any one moment in time within my shops. But with the FSB custodian portal, I've got a bet ticker there, and I don't even have to refresh it. Just the bets that are being placed in my shops are just being added to the ledger, and it gives me great insights in terms of activity that's taking place in my shops. But also, like, other stuff, like having liabilities. Like, every bookmaker at the end of the day, we don't want to get blindsided by like a lucky 15 that kind of lands all of a sudden. Like, you only have to look at Musselburgh Racing there. Was it maybe 2 weeks ago on a Sunday? There was 3 or 4 horses backed in a treble, and with FSB's custodian portal, I'd be on that straight away. Custodian again has been great for me in terms of being able to kind of give customized branding of my kiosks. Again, I don't want to keep on harping on about my previous operators, the way I used to do things, but there was kind of a generic skin that everyone sat on. Whereas with the custodian portal now, you come into my shops and the terminal interfaces just oozes my brand, which is something I really want. Like, it makes my shops look far more professional. I hadn't been able to take anti-post bets at all. And it's just not a good look for bookmakers. Not that anti-post bets are kind of what once they were, where you're getting serious turnover, but anti-post are almost like they're kind of the chatting points for horse racing, for community and cultural environments within the betting shop. Oh, I've just seen this horse win very, very impressively. I wonder what price he is for Cheltenham. And then that's kind of the genesis point for which conversations then subsequently take place within the shops. I've got kind of follower insurance, 2-place betting without the favourite, all of these supplementary derivative markets off the traditional SP markets that I have there in my terminals. That's something I've never had before. And I could only see a company like FSB having the intuition to provide those, even without me asking them, because again, FSB are experienced, and the people they have in their head office are experienced in terms of what UK and Irish bookmakers need from a retail perspective. And one phenomenal tool that we're working on right now is the ability to embed tutorials where customers can simply go under and say, how do I place a lucky 15 bet? And next thing on the screen in front of them is a full video explainer of how to undergo that process. So they can sit in, their customers at their own free will can sit in front of a terminal, watch the video tutorials of what it is they want to do, and then subsequently go about taking those actions directly there themselves. And I do find that there is customers now who come in here where once there were devotees of the counter who all of a sudden kind of go, I can't believe I used to walk into a shop and get a biro and a docket and handwrite bets. Once they've been converted across to the SSBT style of betting, I find they're gone, and that is the only way they want to bet going forward. And definitely the FSB kiosks have been an aider and abetter of those kind of migrations across from counter to terminal. I have to say I have been delighted now with FSB, and like guys like Russell Colvin there within FSB, immensely experienced in the world of SSBTs and retail. He, like, when I speak to him, almost I'm like 3 or 4 words into my sentence and he knows exactly what it is I'm going to be talking about.
I've been in the industry for a number of years now, starting as a cashier for Coral Racing back in '98, And at the time, the industry was kind of changing technology-wise, and they were developing a new server-based EPOS system, and ended up staying with Coral for 10 years before moving to SG Gaming, and then most recently, prior to FSB, Playtech BGT Sports, where I became involved with the self-service betting terminals. I joined FSB back in April 2020, having seen the products and innovation that they were bringing to the industry. And I just wanted to be a part of that. I believed in our CTO Sam Lawrence and the products that he's bringing to the market, and the quality of people at FSB is just outstanding. In fact, FSB recently won an SBC award for Innovation of the Year, and it's no surprise really, looking at the products that we've got on offer. It's really kind of forward-thinking, progressive. The key strengths in our system lie in the custodian management tool, which effectively give operators complete control of their business, whether that's CMS for marketing or viewing real-time risk and liabilities, taking the surprise out of operating self-service terminals. I think that's one of the key gaps that FSB fills in the market. In terms of the front end and the user experience, we've got a very, very self-intuitive product. It comes with all the usual features you expect, a vast amount of in-play and pre-match markets across many, many sports. Numbers betting, very user-friendly. The numbers betting section, anti-post horses, creator bet. So it's packed with features that you would expect from an SSBT and more. We're in this together, so we're more partners than just a supplier. It's not an off-the-shelf product. It's something that we'll work with together with operators to make sure that it works for both FSB, the operator, and obviously the end user. I would say that the FSB ultimately offers the operator the chance to take back control of their product in their retail environment. And I would suggest that anyone that is about to renew, just reach out for a demo, obviously completely non-committal, and I can just take you through the product, the back ends, show you exactly how our product can work for you.